Okay, it looks like we're live. So, hi everyone. My name is Cherie, and welcome to my first episode. This is Monday Meetups, and each Monday I am going to bring together a few other business owners, and we're going to just have a quick discussion on different topics. So tonight I have with me the lovely Amanda, Michelle, Kathleen. Thank you. And our topic tonight we're going to be discussing quite quickly just about how we manage to all build a successful business without that annoying pitching to family and friends. So myself, sorry, I've got my cat. My cat always seems to join us when we're live. Um, so I'm just going to quickly begin with my experience with this. This is the first business that I've ever run. And I don't know about you guys, but being able to get my business up and running without bitching to the family and friends and having to rely on them and their input to get started, that was a big advantage for me. It was very important. I haven't hid this business from anyone. I've been very proud of it right from the get-go. But I haven't had to do all the cold calling and the bulk emails and the, hey, check this out. I haven't spoken to you in 12 years, but how about you just look at this? So I didn't have to do any of that. And that was really quite a good advantage for me. So I did look into a few different options, and it seems that that was what a lot of them had to do, and that's what they were kind of trained to do. And it just didn't interest me. So that's my little bit of a story. I do have a couple of people here that have had to do that for businesses before. So I would really love their input and a little bit of a share and care from how they've experienced compared to what they're experiencing now. So who kind of wants to go first? Oh, one more thing. I do have a little bit of a funny story. I'll try and remember to jump in and say it at the end. I won't do it right now. But anyway, back to. So Michelle or Amanda, or who wants to kind of get rolling here?
I can go.
Awesome.
Yeah. So, same thing with me. I have experienced both aspects of business. I had done the family and friends chasing, and to me, it felt fake and it felt like you're always pushing people. And that wasn't me. That's not how I like to be. I don't want to push friends and family away. And it wasn't just friends and family. It was also other people I'd run into. You'd run into people into the stores and kind of see or offer them the product or opportunity, and it didn't feel right for me. I always just felt so pushy, and it really bugged me. So when I found this business online here, it just made me feel so great that I was not having to do that, because when I was doing that, I found that literally when I used to text or call my friends, they'd really avoid me. They didn't want to have that conversation. And now with this business, I don't have to do that. It doesn't have to be family or friends. If they're interested, that's great, but I don't have to chase them. They see what I'm doing as a successful online business owner, and they can ask me questions. And that's the great thing, because then it's their choice to want to know more and maybe, start their own business as well. And yeah, it's not only just, you have that whole big warm market of social media that we're able to offer the digital business to. And I love that, because people come to us wanting to build a successful digital business just like us, instead of us trying to find them. So that's what I love about this one. And it just makes me feel more real and authentic. And I actually have more fun with it, because I've also been able to meet so many other people who are willing to help you out throughout the way, and help everybody be successful. So.
Absolutely. I find that has been huge. Everyone wants to kind of help each other, and no one has that kind of the stress that you usually get when you're, always approaching people and getting rejected sometimes, or, kind of feeling like you're misleading them because you can't tell them things or whatever the case may be. So yeah, absolutely. Who's next? Who wants to share?
Yeah, I can go. I can't even begin to tell you how many MLMs or different businesses like that I've been in, where every single one of them, make your list of 100 people, right? Make your list of 100 people. And of course, the first one I was very excited, and my 100 people were not. And they didn't seem to be any more excited with any of the other ones that I had done. And one was a travel club that is no longer in business. And my friend lost thousands and thousands of dollars because they folded. So that made me really leery to start anything else, honestly, because I still, I was still so embarrassed. Is there an echo? Is it mine that's echoing?
It's a little bit, but you can still hear it. Not too bad. Yeah.
Okay. I'm trying to see why it would be echoing.
Maybe the volume down a little bit.
I'm just trying to see why.
It's not too bad.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So when we were looking, we actually weren't. I said I would never do anything again. I would never do anything home based, that sort of thing again, because that was tough on all of us, tough on my confidence. And then this came along. We weren't even looking, and here it is.
It does
and
that.
I think the biggest part was, I didn't have to reach out to friends and family. I mean, we invited them all to our page, and everybody accepted, and we're happy to do so. And we're very lucky that we have that support anyway. But that was one of the major things was, okay, if I don't have to do that, I'm glad. And we were so excited to get started. And we still haven't talked to friends and family. We still haven't talked to them per se. If they ask us, we tell them. But yeah, it's great. It's wonderful.
Yeah, they'll come to you when they're ready, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. I couldn't even imagine that. I know for myself with this business, I actually have a couple of friends, or one of my husband's friends and then one of my friends who have joined the business. And I got them to check it all out the exact same way that I did and discover it all for themselves, because for that exact reason, if it might not work for every single person, but if it was going to be my friends, then I wanted them to go in with their mind decided and not with my influence, just the same way that we all have. So it's very important. And I feel for you. I couldn't imagine feeling that way after sort of being in that position with your friends. So
yeah, it was
yeah, I bet.
And for me, I never had the opportunity to work in an MLM before. Sorry about that. This is actually my first online adventure, being in business for myself. And, it was kind of funny because I was that person who was being pitched to. I think I've had at least 6 of my friends or more, not actual friends though, people I only knew like 10 years ago. It was like 10 years I spoke to them, and then I get a random message from some guy I worked with back when I was 16, right? And I'm like, oh, what's he want? So, and that left a sour taste in my mouth. I mean, I was like, what? He's not messaging me because he cares how I'm doing? Like, geez.
Genuine.
Yeah, exactly. So I just, I was that person who definitely avoided those things 100%. And I'm definitely happy that I'm in a business that I don't have to do that. So, being in business a couple of years now, my business has made 152 sales. And those are from people I've never spoken to prior. I've never pitched to them. I never messaged them. I didn't even know who they were before they bought in or they purchased. So
like me.
yeah. And so, and then after that happens, then you do you make a connection, and then I would speak to them because they've already decided, they've already made up their mind. Then we form a relationship. So I 110% enjoy doing it that way. There's no and bottom line, you get to work with people who are like motivated. They're motivated before you even have to open up a conversation with them. So that's what I really, really enjoy about this business is I'm not doing the things that I avoided from other people, and I'm really just following. It comes with morals, right? Like we all have our own morals that we feel comfortable with, and this business gives us that. It gives us a moral platform where we can succeed and help other people succeed. So I just love it.
Absolutely. And the beauty is, because not everyone knows how, then therefore we would find people, but with the business that we have and the training, we're trained exactly how to do that. So we're not left to just kind of work it out on our own. Our training is thorough, and it covers so much on how we can actually do that without pitching to family and friends, how we can find people that are going to come to us motivated to run a business. So the training is exceptional for us in that sense, and it's always getting updated and added to. So there's no limit to what we can kind of test with and see what works for us, because everyone has their own different approach to this business, and that's why it's so good. We're not, regimented to do things a certain way, as so many businesses are. So I just wanted to touch on my funny little story. So I was in, I think it was a Walmart one day, and I think I remember telling Kathleen this, I was only running the business for about 3 or 4 months, and I was in Walmart, and someone came on and they're like, "You have a beautiful scarf." I was like, "Oh, why, thank you." I was feeling pretty chuffed with that little confident remark there. And then the conversation just went weird, and I was just like, what is she getting at? And I'm like, she's pitching to me. And being that this was my first online business, since then I've been so grateful that I don't have to go to absolute strangers in Walmart, try and put a lame compliment in their direction to open up a conversation. That was,
I remember you.
Do you remember that? I could not believe it. I was in hysterics, but also I felt ashamed for her. I was just like, and then I literally heard her on the next aisle saying the exact same thing to someone else. And I was like, oh, I'm so embarrassed for you. But you know what? Each to their own. It works for some people. I'm not saying that it doesn't work, and I'm not saying that it isn't some people's preferred way. But I just know that us four, for one, are all quite grateful with the way we get to run our businesses in that way. So does anyone, I don't want to have this drag on at all. They're just quick little discussions on elements of our business, but does anyone have anything else to add, any little funny stories that they want to say, or is that a good little wrap up?
Yeah, I think we put up pretty good.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys for sharing. You guys had a lot more experience than what I have directly with this topic, so thank you so much. I hope you all have a lovely evening. Thank you to anyone that watched. I didn't kind of see who was watching and who wasn't, so thank you all. And we will leave it there. So happy Monday. Have a great week ahead. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.